Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Digging a hole on Vulcan, 'cause I've lost all control of my life. Digging a hole on Vulcan, 'cause I need an intro for this episode. Boom, 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 boom. Don't know where I'm going with this song, 'cause I'm kinda bad at my job. Boom, 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 looking pretty cool down here, and I think this pool's gonna rock. Boom, 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 boom. Digging a hole on Vulcan. Okay, this is taking way too long even for me. I have a better solution. It's this. Look at that, flawless. Okay, but hello for real, everybody. Welcome back to Stationeers. It's hot. This is real hot. It's 886 degrees Celsius hot. It is so hot in this planet right now. I think it's in summer. I think we're in summer. It's not cold. It's not cold. There are several things I need to do. Many of them are far outside my intellectual scope, but we're going to try anyway. The first being, we're going to put the cladding inside. That's right, buddy. Put the cladding in the bag. And we're going to build another wall right over here, because that cladding allegedly was not doing much. I would have to agree with you, looking at the temperatures inside. Then we can go in there and swap that window out for a wall as well, because cladding's not airtight. If I pulled the window off without replacing that wall first, we would have vacuumed out the base, which would have been less than ideal. Now, let's put away the mining charges. We will use those again. They're very fun, but maybe in a slightly more sane way. And let's decide what we're doing next. Now, I'm printing up a bunch of pipes, and my rationale for that is actually pretty straightforward. We need to cool that room, and the simplest way to do that is going to be with a wall cooler. So I'm going to let that run for a moment. Let's head in here, or rather out here, go back outside, and just link up the pipe to use for this. And I think we're going to run the wall cooler into our night gases. They're infinitely replenishable. I see no reason to waste perfectly good energy, which is very limited at the moment, on anything that isn't exactly necessary. Okay, because, yeah, cooling that down. We could run it into the greenhouse and then cool it like that, but, scary. Scary, scary, bad, scary. By the way, are you damaged? No, you're running just fine. Okay. We're just not producing enough power to power our base right now. Another storm would be very nice right now. I think our batteries are going to die tonight, I'm not going to lie to you. Okay, let's put this over here and drop it down. Perfect. That's going to connect to our wall cooler. So let's make that wall cooler. Now, the wall cooler is basically just a super inefficient air conditioner. It saps heat from the room you're looking at and dumps it into the pipe that it's connected to. It's that simple. There's nothing else to it. Can you make me a wall cooler? Yes, you can. Very good. Okay, everything turns off because we are running on empty here. And we go make the wall cooler. So thank you to the comment section for this one. It's a very good idea. Wall cooler is going to go there. Pipe coming in straight at the top. And then I think we just need to give it power and this thing will work. It's going to drain a lot of juice. It is very inefficient, but it will get the job done. And with a little bit of automation, perhaps a script even, I probably want a script for this whole room, to be honest. So why not just sort of set one up? We can turn all these devices off when we don't need them running. Like the suit storage can go off if there's nothing in the slot. The pressure regulator can go off if there's nothing behind it. You know, just little things like that just to save a bit of power. The fridge can go off if the door has been closed for more than 3 seconds. Simple little things like that. The circuit housing itself is going to cost us a bit, but you know, that's fine. Okay, let's, actually, we're pretty dirty right now. So let's drop suit and let's go ahead and eat and drink. But I think I'm depressed, so yeah, I can't drink more than 74% of my water needs. That sounds pretty true to life, not gonna lie to you. Run the microwave, and then I want to fix these goddamn lungs, because we've kind of been slightly flambéed, and I'm not loving it. I'm not gonna lie to you. Okay, we can at least eat to 100%, which is nice. Okay, close you off, turn you on, count to 3. Turn you off. Okay, great. Okay, wall cooler's already got us down to 36C in here. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. You're at 4926. You're at 4926. Wow. Okay, exact change. Well, I suppose you would be, wouldn't you? Because you're repressurizing and then... it all makes sense now. Now, we can actually pressurize to way more than 4926. We can actually pressurize these all the way up to 20 kilopascals. The waste tanks, making them into advanced canisters, as many people pointed out, was pointless. Because they will only ever go up to 4K anyway. It's just a hard limit on the game for some reason. So let's actually take our oxygen all the way up. And that way, should the occasion ever happen where we actually have enough oxygen to pressurize this, it'll happen. Is there a reason this isn't running? Did we turn it off in there? That feels like the kind of thing I would do. Oh, and it looks like our batteries have died. Okay. Well, there's one last piece of today's puzzle, which is to clean this up. All type 1. They don't line up, which is driving me a little bit crazy. I'm not going to lie to you, but, you know, c'est la vie. And then just stack that up. Okay, lovely. Okay, it's 27C in here. Beautiful. We can go ahead and turn off that wall cooler. Come on, baby. Come on. Perfect. Turn off the desk. And look at that. We were a little bit more hygienic than we were before. We need to make a pill so that we don't die. And I was looking this up, and it's made in a chemistry station using phenoxyetone from ferns, silver, and cobalt. We can easily make that. To make phenoxyetone, we need to... let's have a fern. Do we just put 10 ferns in a chemistry station? Let's go make a chemistry station and find out. I'm assuming that's going to get made in this. We are out of power, though. We got to be a bit careful here. Chemistry station. Gold, copper, steel. Okay, easy. I don't have any steel, though. Okay, step 1, have steel, which is going to be you. Let's actually take the time here, since we're out of gas anyway, to off-gas all our stuff. Seems like a good idea. So I'm just going to run everything I've got through this furnace and just dump all the gas out of this ore. Because if we're going to have to do a bunch of smelting, we might as well be smart about it. And the same goes for all this stuff in here, to be honest. Alright, it must be stopped before it can export. I understand. Okay, so turn you off. Let that slow down, and then we'll export all of our ores. What have we got? We got 83 iron, 4 gold, 19 copper, 12 steel, a little bit of constantin, a little bit of solder. The constantin's going to get destroyed. Oh well. A little bit of solder, a little bit of silicon. If we're not going to be able to use these canisters as waste canisters, we might as well just turn them into jetpack canisters. And then we can pressurize this, like, way higher. But maybe not while the other canisters are still in there. Yeah. So we chuck you on the ground. Oh, there's all my nickel. Has just flown out. Lovely. We can grab that. Stack that away. Silicon can go next. So I want to empty you guys out in here. And just dump this gas. And then we want to paint them. And paint this too. Open the jetpack up as well. Dump it all out. Oh, a storm. We're saved. Fantastic. Okay, and then let's spray paint this. I'm going to make 2 of them into waste canisters. And then one of them is actually going to get made into a volatiles canister, because that's going to be needed for our Stirling engine later. And then you are going to be green. And, where is it? Where is it? I've lost my stuff. And then you... hold on. Wait a minute. You get swapped with that. You become green. You're now a jetpack. Congratulations. And you're a spare waste canister. Okay, lovely. Okay, let's get these things stowed. Okay, the canister can just chill over there for now. These need to get placed into here. And here. And then pressurized. You come with me. What else do we want to off-gas here? Just the copper, I think. And then we can vent out that furnace. Lovely. And look at that. Everything's charged up, too. Okay, the cladding was a bit of a waste. I think we chucked that in the recycler. And let's go ahead and turn this... Oh, no, don't turn it on. Open it up. Yeah, there we go. Okay, grazie. And I believe this was solder. Okay, chuck the solder in there. That was indeed solder, and it made it. And then I think you can... I don't think we need to smelt this. I think it'll just give me steel. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. Okay. So the solder can get just chucked in there for now, as can the steel. All right, now we got to make steel. So let's pump this all out. Wait, that's in. My bad. Pump this all out. That's what I wanted to do. And let's use this night gas to fill up our tanks. Okay, perfect. That's been fully drained. Let's let in a little bit of that night gas so we can burn it. Perfect. We are not hot enough to make steel yet with that, so instead let's just do a half stack of gold. And fire it up. Lovely. There's our gold bar. And it's going to get plenty hot for the steel, I'm sure. So the coal can go in first. Oh, come on, keep going. Ooh, maybe it's not going to be close enough. What if, instead of risking it, we just use the silver? I think just 11 will do it. Yeah, there we go. Plenty warm. So then you go in, and you wait, and give me 75 of this. Okay, great, there's my steel. Okay, so you're going to make me the chemistry station, gold and copper. Easy as. Cook it up. Then you might as well make me all my silicon. I think we needed a little bit for the pill, so let's keep a couple grams and then chuck 150 in there. Then we might as well make up all the rest of this. Give me the copper and give me that full stack of iron. And there's our chemistry station. Very cool. Oh, I hope they don't mix. They're definitely going to mix, aren't they? Oh, we got so lucky. Okay. Okay, chem station. Let's take you inside. The storm's over. And the solar panels are going to be damaged, so we're going to need to go fix those. But let's... More storm? Don't mind if I do. Let's put another one of these on here. Attach this. Lovely. Okay, so now we need to make up our pill. So we needed 2 grams of silicon, 2 grams of cobalt. I want to make 2 pills. One for backup. And 20 ferns to do that. So let's go get our ferns. Okay, dope. 32 ferns. That's a pretty good haul. Let's go ahead and turn this into some lung butter. And you are... I mean, you're pretty high pressure. I think we'll take that. I'm pretty happy with that as a jetpack refuel. Alrighty, so how are we going to do this? We need to do... I believe it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's just have a look for the pill. We type P-I-L-L again. We can paralyze someone. No, just a regular pill will be fine. Cobalt ore, silver ore, 10 ferns. Okay. So, turn this on. We need to put that in there. Okay, it's 10. Then give me 1 ore and 1 cobalt. Turn this on. Is there a hood I need? Ah, there we go. It's bubbling. Well, that didn't work. Okay, run it back. Give me 1 fern. Will produce phenoxytone. Creating unknown. Well, that was perfect. Oh, it's silver, not silicon, you goober. There you go. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 20 ferns down the drain. And 1 thing of cobalt. Learn to read, you goblin. There you go. Medical pill. Beautiful. The bubbling brew. Alright, that is entirely self-inflicted loss. There's the pill. Thank you. Put that away. Eat this. Let's take our pill. Lungs are healed. Drink the water bottle. Okay, and look at that. Our mood has increased dramatically. We are no longer on the verge of committing Sudoku. Excellent. Okay, what do we need to do now? We need to go upstairs and fix the solar panels, and then we need to start building out some Stirling engines. That's going to be the plan for today. Oh, that storm did a number on these things. Excellent. Alright, the next piece of the puzzle we need to work on is the Stirling engines themselves. Now, this is something that's been suggested many times, and it's something that I think we should definitely work towards. It's a way to basically get free energy from your environment. Now, oh, something I should check. What is the nighttime temperature like nowadays? Does it get down to negative 126? Let's just have a look, because we are in Vulcan summer at day 71 here. So let's get, does this get down to negative one? Oh, sorry, not to negative, never negative. Does this get down to 126C? 126, come on, show me 126. 127, 126, okay. It does, but it takes a lot longer to drop to those temperatures, meaning that we're going to need to use larger vents and tanks to make use of it. Okay. So now, how does a Stirling engine work? Well, let's print one and then we'll talk about it. Okay, now I'm just going to print just the one of them for now, but this is what they look like. A husk. Okay, we need a little bit more. Okay, so I think the first stage, if I remember incorrectly, is steel sheets. Yes, 2 steel sheets. Okay, lovely. And then 2 electronic parts. So we weld those in, voila, and that's our Stirling engine. Now, these things need to be placed in an atmosphere, and they need to receive very hot gas. You can then output that gas out the front. The power comes out over there, data goes in there, and there's a little space for a working tank. And that's because the Stirling engine is a bit of a strange beast. Now, the description I will bring up over here if you'd like to pause the video and read it. Right over there is pretty well written. I think this one explains it quite decently in my opinion. You can see the maximum pressure for the Stirling engine is 11 kilopascals. Anything higher than that and this thing will go kaboom. So that's not what we want. Now, what do we need to give it in order to make it work? Well, a Stirling engine is a very simple machine. It takes the temperature differential between 2 pistons and uses that to make them move, and moving pistons create energy. And that energy we can use to spin a motor, or a generator rather, and that'll give us electricity. Okay, so where does the heat come from? Well, you put hot gas in the back. That's kind of your heat input. That hot gas will work through its way through the machine and then come out the output side. But where does the cold gas come from? It comes from the room. That's right, this thing will exchange heat from its input gas with the atmosphere that surrounds it, and that's where you're going to get your temperature differential from. Which means that with Vulcan's daytime gas at now 900 degrees, and its nighttime gas at 126, we can have a pretty massive temperature differential to work with. But in order to get those pistons to move up and down and exchange heat, we do need a working gas. That's like a gas that's going to sit inside the little expansion chamber inside this thing. We provide that with a tank. Now, how do we get that? Well, I think the best thing to use, as the page suggests, is a gas with a low, low molecular mass. Now, in real life, people use helium. We don't have helium, so we're going to have to use hydrogen, which means kaboom, if I get this wrong. We have hydrogen over there, and according to Lord Balin's comment on episode 17, we want 60 moles of volatiles at about 15C, which is exactly where we're at. Perfect. We got 71 moles, so let's go ahead and set up a little extraction path to put them into that canister. So I'm going to need a pressure regulator. Perfect, just one. And we're also going to need a pipe utility kit. Okay, let's put our pressure regulator right over there. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I think this thing can't directly connect. No, it's going to be a pain. So we're just going to put it down one. I can just go there. Let's give this thing some love. Get a little coat of paint. Perfect. And then we want to set the pressure. I think for now, we're going to set this to like 1,000, keep it low, and then we'll see how close that gets us. And then I just need a red pipe to connect to. Piece there, straight piece there, voila. And our red canister can go in there. Okay, cool. Let's give this thing some power and turn it on. So that's going to pump our volatiles out of that pipe and put them into here. 160 kilopascals. Okay. So we want to aim for about 60 moles of working gas. That's the dream. In the meantime, I'm going to tear down this Stirling engine because I can't use it in here. We have a vacuum in this room. That's not going to work. We're going to put this thing outside and then just write a little script to basically turn it off when it's daytime. That's the plan anyway. Okay, so you're at 1 megapascal. What does that give us? 26 mole. Okay. So I'm thinking, let's go up to 1.9. That should get us just shy of 60. Okay, let that do its thing. If I get it wrong, I could just pump it back out, right? No harm done. I think I might stop at 55. I think let's rather be shy than over. Yeah, 55, 56. I think we'll call that good. Okay, so we can turn that off, pick that up. Okay, so there we go. That's our volatiles canister. We're gonna leave that. Oh, it's hot in here. Ooh, it's hot in this room. I don't like that. Turn this on, please. Vacuum this out. Keep this thing safe. We're going to put that right over there so it's staying in vacuum until this room's properly vacuumed out. And you know what? I'm tired of using my jetpack in here. This is long overdue. Give me a ladder, please. Perfect. So can I just climb up here? Yeah, look at that. Lovely technology. Okay, so you can chill there. Safe in the knowledge that you're not going to blow up probably just yet. And then we need to go build ourselves a little bit of a location to use our Stirling engines on. Let's finish up that copper as wire, and then let's decide on what our tasks look like. Alright, so safe room atmospherics, I'd say, are pretty much done. We need to automate our safe room. We have built suit storage. We don't really have gas recapture. We are going to work on more power. Our oxygen storage, honestly, it's pretty fine. I'm happy with what we've got there. We have an advanced furnace. We have a recycling system. We've got airlocks. So now we're basically working on these two. So let's just pick it all up and let's figure this out again. Okay, so I'm going to put a couple tasks that I know we need to do up here, but which aren't pressing to the Stirling engines, because the Stirling engines are going to be quite a project. Alright, so for Stirling engines to work, we're going to need a space to build them on. So we need a platform. And I think I might start going down into that area we excavated and using some of that for the Stirling engines. I think we'll probably build them over there. We're going to need huge gas storage. All right, and that's going to be to store both night gas and day gas. We need both of them. Then I probably want like 3 of each. So we'll make a total of 6, which means I need to make a total of 30 tank kits, which is a lot of steel. Then we're going to need the gas capture system. And that's going to be the one that's going to store our gas tanks, basically, so that we got the day gas and we've got the night gas. We want to store both of them. Okay, maybe 6 is too much. Let's just go with 2 for now. Maybe not 62. Let's just go with 2. We can always expand it later, right? So we're going to need the big tanks. We're going to need to put the gas into the tanks. Then we're going to need to do the plumbing to wire all of those tanks and canisters into the Stirling engines. And then the final piece of the puzzle is going to be automation. Running scripts so that this thing kind of just runs itself. Something else I'd like to do is to do the HVAC for the man cave. Basically, that's going to be an IC circuit that controls the temperature in there, as well as all the other features of the room. And something else we need to work on is to increase our cooling. If we're going to expand our night gas storage, we might as well use it to increase our cooling setup here and just basically take this from a single open cycle air conditioner to like 6 of these in a chain and just really ramp up the volume. And all of that's going to require a lot more resources and a lot more power. So let's go get a Stirling engine running, and then we'll figure out the rest. First things first, we need the tanks. No, wrong. First things first, we need the platform. Okay, I've got 36 frames. That's our budget. Okay, so where do we want to build them? We can go down. Maybe it's time. But I think maybe I want to build... I think I want to do all my atmospherics over here. So let's grab our... Let's grab our handy mining tool and get to work. So the ideal situation here, obviously at the start we can just run Stirling engines outside and we just make sure we only turn them on at nighttime. But the ideal situation here is to actually just keep them in a room that is pressurized with nighttime gas at all hours, so that we've always got a bunch of Stirling engines running, right? So we just capture the night gas at nighttime and we can use that as part of our regular system. And then we run the Stirling engines all day, using that gas as the cool side. And for the hot gas, we can just use the actual outside daytime gas temperatures, which I think is pretty snazzy. So we're going to want to capture both peak of the day and the middle of the night. Both of those are going to be pretty dang useful to us. Okay, so let's get this out. Okay, gorgeous. That is going to help. That is a big upgrade. This is going to give us a big platform to work on. This is where we're going to do the gas storage and partial capture. We're going to be using powered vents like this one in order to do the slurping so that we can get maximum storage during daytime. And also, we're going to want to put down some frames. We got a little walkway here. But I think I'm going to build the actual Stirling engines down below. Oh, no, don't build windows. What are you doing, Chief? Oh, wait, hold on. Composite walls are not traversable? Oh, interesting. I didn't know that. Okay, pick them back up. Okay, so 20 steel, 30 silicon. That's what we need for our tanks. We're nowhere even close. So we need to go mining and get a bunch of stuff. Specifically coal. And I'll be honest with you, I think it's probably time we turned off the landing pad and we're not using it. Let's get a transformer on that. Whoops, I put that in the wrong place. That's the... My bad. That is not where the power comes from. That's where the power goes to. Classic mistake. Also, I need a big transformer, not the little one. Just like this. We're just going to switch this all around a little bit. And we could just actually automate this with a data connection. So I'm just going to plug that in for the future. But don't worry about that just for now. Let's set this up on the back. So you are going to be... Oh, is the output, right? I got this thing backwards. Whoopsie, that would have been disastrous. Yeah, we want it something like this. There we go. Data goes in the back. Understood. Okay, power goes out. Like so. Lovely. And I actually need to move you. Or I need to move you. You're easier to move. I'm going to move you. Yeah, if we just bump that up one. Problem solved. Actually, several problems solved. Okay, very chill. And then this actually needs to move back as well. Okay, fantastic. Bit of a process that was. But there you go. Power coming in. We have a slot for data connection later. Should we need to. And we can turn this on. There we go. And we'll give it like... you know, it might as well just be max, right? Go 49? Perfect. But for now, we turn that off. And that'll turn off that computer. It'll turn off this whole line. Okay, excellent. It also, unfortunately, does turn off that connection, which powers the lights. Yeah, I have not separated my grids very well, have I? We need to do a little separation of church and state here. Specifically, we kind of just want to run an additional line. I think this is necessary maintenance here. Hold on, people. Oh, this has to be connected, though, doesn't it? Yeah. Okay, well, temporary emergency measures, just to keep that all off. Because it'll shut down all of this, basically. Which will save me a bunch of power. But, downside, it does mean that we turn off our other connections, including that one. I don't know where that goes. It's become a bit of a labyrinth around here. I think that is our battery in. Okay, not great, but we'll fix it later. For now, take me inside. And give me... Oh, there goes the lights. And give... I don't really need them. And give me the boom. Okay, let's go get some coal. And I find the best way to mine with these explosives is to stay very far away from the lava. And to go find yourself a nice mountain like this one. You find a good node of the stuff you're looking for. You don't really need iron. We need coal. Let's go find some coal. Yeah, black coal on black rock is a bit of a tough thing to spot on a whim, not gonna lie to you. Aha, there's a bunch right there, spotted immediately on a whim. Excellent. Alright, so now, how do we do this? Well, we gotta squeeze our way into this crag over here. And it looks like the vein doesn't go that deep. Yeah. We swap to our mining belt. Dig in, let's go in this way. It's armed. Get some distance for safety. And... oh. Unlock. Kaboom. Okay, now you just hope everything doesn't just fall into the floor, and it didn't. Excellent. Then you can use your mining drill to pick it all up. And it's so much slower, in every conceivable way, than just doing this with the drill. But it is a lot cooler, isn't it? Alright, another rich vein somewhere? Maybe a little closer to the surface? Yeah, there's something. Okay, let's just drop this one right on top here. You hold right click, by the way, with the detonator in hand to set these up. Did we lose it all? Ah, we lost it all, didn't we? Bet you right now it all fell down the damn hole. Yep. Fell down the crag, gone forever. It's really not the ideal mining situation. Man, this hard suit is next level game changing, isn't it? It's 1,000 degrees outside and we can just run around. Actually crazy. But not as crazy as this episode timer. Gamers, we're gonna have to stop it there. This is already an hour of recording. We did get some stuff done though. We built the platform for our Stirling engines. Next time we'll work on the gas capture systems, as well as hopefully put down the first engine itself. We're also going to need a little bit more of the steel to make the space in which the actual engines themselves will be housed, because we need to build some stuff underneath. But I think we got to get the gas capture going sooner rather than later. We're in summer now, so we want to make as much use of this summer heat as possible. Because if we can get this 1,000-degree stuff, this is going to produce stupid amounts of power for us. But we have to capture it. So definitely, step 1 is definitely going to be set up the gas capture. Step 2, build a little Stirling engine room. Step 3, put down the first engines and just kind of get them running on basic mode. You know, just turning them off at night. Oh, sorry, turning them on at night, turning them off during the day. And then step 4, going to be to get some more engines running in parallel, test the system, troubleshoot it. Step 5, get the night gas. Step 6, enclose the room, and then automate the system so that they run continuously. And that will probably take a few episodes. It's going to be a bit of a process. I've never used these before, ever, so I'm learning all of this from scratch, which is why I was so hesitant to do it in the first place, just because we had... there were other systems I knew would work even if they were less good, you know? But they were, like, guaranteed to not make me die. So that was the priority. Anyway, we're probably going to have to put a few breaks in there for water gathering purposes and whatnot, but that's the start. That is the start. Thank you all so much for hanging out today. I hope you've enjoyed watching. This has been Stationeers Brutal Vulcan once again. And as always, gamers, I will see you in the next one. Cheers. You made it to the end of the video. Congratulations and thank you. That puts you in the top 3% of viewers. Here's another video that YouTube thinks you're going to like, and here is a list of all the patron and channel member names. If you don't see yours on there, you can find a link down in the description where you can sign up and support this content directly. If your name is on there, well, you probably already know that, huh? So, what are you still doing here?